Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamisia. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Well, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing to my channel. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, an OG, hey girl, hey. So in today's video, I decided to do a couple of baby names. I think I'm gonna do five baby boy names that I loved, but I did not use. I'm trying to find them in my notes. Where are they? Oh, I can't find the names. Okay, 5 baby boy names that I loved but did not use. If you're new here, I just had a baby boy 2 months ago. His name is Noah. I have a 4-year-old, and yeah, so I have a couple of names that I loved but did not use. And I'm sorry if you hear that noise in the background, that is the baby in his. The first name that I'm going to talk about is the name Maverick. Okay, I loved the name Maverick. At my job there's a little baby named Maverick, and I was trying to stick with the M name. So I have a Mason already, and so I was trying to stick with the M's. So Maverick was on the top of my list, but of course their dad did not like Maverick, so I did not go with Maverick. The second name that I loved was Myles. Oh my goodness, I really love the name Myles. Ever since the show Moesha, I've loved the name Myles, and I wouldn't mind having named my son Myles, spelled with a Y maybe instead of an I. Yeah, that name was just simple. It's classic. I like simple names because I don't want my children to have to struggle to spell their names or struggle when learning how to write their names. So I was always trying to just keep it simple. So I thought Myles and Mason went really good, or Mason and Myles, since Mason was first. So I was like, yeah, we could do Myles. Dad agreed with that name actually, but then I was like, no, I don't want to name him Myles. So Myles was out. The next name that I liked was Milo. Yeah, M-I-L-O, or maybe M-I-L-O-H. I loved Milo. Oh my goodness, I really loved that name. Why didn't I name him Milo? I think because Dad said no. A lot of these names, Dad was like, no, you know, we're not naming him that name. But Milo was also at the top of my list. Mason and Milo, they kind of go a little bit maybe. But yeah, Dad said no, so we went with a different name. Okay, so I had Maverick, I had Myles, I had Milo. Now the next name, so after I started thinking about, okay, maybe I won't be able to keep the M name going, maybe I have to, you know, go with another name. And so another name that I really loved, or let me backtrack, maybe I would have to go with a different letter for their first names. So I was trying to stick with the M's, and it just didn't work out. So then I started thinking about other names, okay? And so another name that I really, really loved that everybody hated was Oakley. And no offense if you name your kids these names, or, you know, these just names that just didn't work for us. So maybe I'm giving some ideas. But I love the name Oakley. And before I knew the gender of the baby, I said it would be Oakley, O-A-K-L-E-I-G-H for a girl, and Oakley, O-A-K-L-E-Y for a boy. Oh, I love the name Oakley, but of course my sister said no, Dad said no, like everybody was just saying no to the name Oakley. But if I have another baby and it's a girl, her name will be Oakley, because now I have Mason, Noah, so M-N, the next letter in the alphabet will be O. So Oakley is gonna be her name. So yes, Oakley, oh my goodness, I love that name. And I think I saw a street named Oakley, like as I was just driving to the doctor one day, and I saw the street name Oakley, and I just fell in love with it. So Oakley was my top choice, but everybody said no. And I know it's my baby, I'm the one naming the baby, but you want to take into consideration your family and the dad, you know. You just want to take those things in consideration. Well, I did, because I love my family. And yeah, they said no to Oakley. You were almost Oakley, boy. You know that? Okay, and then the last name that I loved that you know, I wanted to name the baby was Michai. I like the name Michai. I had a student named Michai, and he was so sweet and so intelligent, just very bright, and so I was all for the name Michai. But I don't think Dad liked Michai or something like that, when I was still trying to go with the M names, the M, you know, first letter being M. But Michai, that was a good name, but it didn't work out. And so if I could go back, would I name him something different? No, I think Noah fits him and his personality now. And let me see what the name Noah means. I know what it means, but I want to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Because his name, it fits him. Like, now that I'm looking at him and I'm looking at him, now that I had him and I'm looking at him and I see his face, I like can't picture him being named any other name. Like, it just fits him. And it says Noah is believed to come from the Hebrew meaning rest and comfort. You know what? He is a chill baby as long as I'm holding him. When I'm not holding him, he ain't resting and he ain't comforted. But Noah, when I think of the name Noah, I think of the name Noah's Ark. You know, somebody who's resilient, somebody who is not afraid to do what he know is the right thing to do. You know, someone who obeys, you know. And I'm not saying that I'm raising him to just obey any and everybody, but when it's a figure of authority, he will, you know, obey. You know, he will follow. And so I chose the name Noah because it's very simple. You know, it's only 4 letters. He won't have trouble spelling it. He won't have trouble writing it. But I also chose the name Noah because, I don't know, he just, like, when I was pregnant with him, I could tell like how his personality was going to be. And so yeah, I chose the name Noah for him. So these are just 5 names that I love that I just did not use for many different reasons. And if you are having a baby boy soon, hopefully I gave you some ideas. But yeah, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I have so much new content coming out surrounded around like being a mom and being a single mom and working. Yeah, so just a lot of different ideas, some entertainment ideas. So please consider sticking around. You will not be disappointed. Yeah, and comment down below some baby names that you liked that you didn't use, or a name that you did like and that you did use. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.